Welcome back to Cop Your Coin, where I show you how to cop your coin in the fastest growing market in world history. Let's get it. I want to take a moment, fam, to record a video on how to get started. I've gotten quite a few requests on how to get started from brand new individuals, family and friends who want to know how can I get my money stacking in cryptocurrency. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things. I'm going to talk about wallets, and I'm going to talk about exchanges, and I'm going to talk about how to send that money back and forth. So we're going to first start off with wallets. Now there's two types of wallets, generally speaking. You have your cold wallet and you have your hot wallet. A cold wallet is something that is disconnected from the internet. It can be a paper wallet, it can be a piece of paper. It can be something else that you have written down that you put in a safe. Your hot wallet is something that is online. Okay, so a number of exchanges, you can have a wallet on their exchange. That's a hot wallet. There are websites that are dedicated to wallets, and I'll show some of those as well. Those are hot wallets. And while they are secure, nothing is as secure as a cold wallet. My favorite type of wallet happens to be right here, the number one hardware wallet, and it's called a Ledger Nano S. Now I'll put everything I talk about, I will put down below in the description, of course, as well as a link to the Ledger Nano S where I got it and how you can get one. They run around $100, so they're not cheap, but to me it's worth a peace of mind because it is a wallet where it looks similar to a flash drive, as you can see right here, but it holds a lot of cryptocurrencies. And the point is, you can disconnect it if you lose it, if it's broken, if it gets stolen. It would erase after after 3 times of trying to put in the wrong password. That's one good thing. And you can recover the information very easily. Real quick, the idea of wallets, and it's a little bit different with cryptocurrency. So you are not actually holding in your wallet cash or the coins per se, or whatever coins you buy. You are actually holding the address where those coins are, and more specifically the key, the address key. So if you think of it kind of like a post office box, if you go to a bank safety deposit box, everybody knows like there's numbered boxes on the wall, and all these boxes have keys to them that only the owner can access with that key. So anybody can point to that box and they can find out, okay, there's an address here. And in cryptocurrency, it works very similar. You can see, if you know where the address is, you can see where the address is and where the amount of money that's in there, the currency that's in there. However, unless you have the private key, you cannot access that cash, even with it being online. So with our hardware wallet, what I like about it is it keeps the private key on your hardware wallet. I mean, I don't even know what the private key is. It's on here. So it's safe. No one can take that from me because I don't have it. You know, it's on my device. Now, what happened is if somebody tried to break in and get it, again, like I said, broken, stolen, it erases after 3 times. And again, if I just lose it, I can recover. I have a passcode that I keep safe that I can recall and recover anything that was on there. So just in review, you got a cold wallet and a hot wallet. I recommend cold wallet, cold storage, obviously hardware wallet. Now you can look at this. This is the number one. There's a couple of them. There are a couple other ones, a Keep Key and a Trezor, but I use this one personally. Now you have online wallets, is what I just talked about. This is another type of hot wallet. Mobile wallet, same. Everybody's using the mobile devices, and those wallets are good. Again, it's still a hot wallet because it's still online. Desktop wallet, same. Paper wallet. Now this is very secure, but somewhat archaic, as you can see, because it's still paper. It can get destroyed, and if you don't have it laminated or something like that. Now we're not paying with paper with cash per se, as I have in this picture, but it just kind of gives you an idea. You got the QR code of what the balance is, the amount on this particular piece of paper. So this is a way of storing your money. So that's the elementary process right there. So I recommend, again, buying a Ledger Nano S. Okay, but you don't need to do that. You do that right now. You can set that up in the future. when you get some serious cryptocurrency, and for me, it would be anything above $1,000 to me, it's worth having a hardware wallet. My personal opinion. If you want to keep it, you want to keep it online, you can. That's your choice, but that's not what I would do. Okay, so then you would need to open up 2 accounts. The first account which you open up as a US based customer would be Coinbase. Coinbase allows you to exchange your US dollars into cryptocurrency, and you want to do that because number one, you want to invest in Bitcoin, Ethereum. And let's go to here, Coinbase real quick. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic. Those are currencies that you can buy US dollar and change right in here and keep it here if that's what you wanted to do. However, if you want to buy altcoins, and altcoins are anything basically below the number 4. Now, XRP has been in the news a lot, so that might be considered a major coin. Really, it's Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Bitcoin are your major blue chip coins, and then I think you have Ethereum Classic. But anything else other than that is considered altcoins, and Binance has them all, the majority of them. I believe it's like 1,800 cryptocurrencies here. They have a lot of them. Obviously, perhaps the first 100 you probably didn't want to invest in anyway. But if you want to buy altcoins, you're going to have to use your Binance account, and the only way to get to your Binance account is going to be able to change your US dollars into, in this case, I usually use Ethereum, and send that Ethereum to your Binance account. So, for example, right now I bought $100 US, and I bought it to keep in here for a quick transaction, and as you can see, it's fluctuating during the day. Okay, so this is the actual price of the US dollars I bought it in Ethereum. That's what I'm holding right now. Where I'm going to right now is this is if I wanted to send Ethereum. Okay, so if I wanted to send this to my Binance account, or I wanted to send it to my Ledger Nano S, my hardware wallet, I would basically enter the address in either one, enter the address here, enter the amount, hit continue, and basically send it off. What I recommend when you first get started sending money back and forth between Coinbase and Binance is that you make sure that you send a little bit first. Always send a little bit first to make sure this is the first time you've done it, when you're first getting used to this process, because it's different than what you've done. You want to take your time. Send a little bit. The reason I say send a little bit is that it takes a little bit. It takes 5 to 10 minutes for the transaction to go through. And if you send it to the wrong address, assuming it's an erroneous address, it should bounce back to your original original sender's wallet. However, if it's an address just out there, just something willy-nilly, it will be gone forever. You basically have sent it into the matrix, into the internet space, and then you'll never be able to recover it. So when you first get started, send a little bit. Like Ethereum here, right? Like I said, $100. When I first started, I probably sent $4 or $5 just to make sure that it went where I thought it was going to go. I would suggest you do the same. So again, this is the process here. You would send this, and let's say in this case, I was sending it to Binance. So if we look at Binance, this is the account. Now I'm not actually logged in, but this is very similar to what you would see. The money would go into my account after it's basically 30 on 30 transactions, and that's what's happening there is as you send that money, there's a confirmation that's happening in the background on the internet, and once it gets 30 out of 30, which usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes, then it'll appear accessible into your account. At that point, you'd go to the exchange and buy whatever it is that you're trying to buy. So if you're looking at buying Bitcoin, or I want to buy ADA or something like that, you can buy it here. Okay, that's the way that I would go about doing that. So in review, you need to set up your Coinbase, you need to set up your Binance, and you need to get a hardware wallet. That is how you get started in cryptocurrency. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Question for you: what would you recommend as a hardware wallet, or your best way of keeping your cryptocurrency safe? Would it be a safe, maybe a paper wallet? Maybe you feel more comfortable that way. But that's the question of the day. And I'll see you next time on Cop Your Coin.